Rodeo Nation is pushing the barrier in Redmond, Oregon for the PRCA Dodge Columbia River Pro Rodeo Circuit Finals. Hello again, everyone. This is Wayne Brooks, and joining me is Luke Branquino, 2004 World Champion Steer Wrestler. We're halfway through the second go-around, and we have two brothers tied for the lead in the classic event.
That event, Saddle Bronc Riding. Sam and Ryan McKenzie tied for 78 points in the first go-around, but we also have team roping, barrel racing, and bull riding on tap for you.
It's Saddle Bronc Riding. The leaderboard is outstanding. Let's take a look at it.
Sam and Ryan McKenzie both coming in with a 78-point ride. Jared McFarland, 76. Chance Millen, 75. You know, there's some great rides that went on.
Well, rules of the ride. Let's take a look at them.
Saddle Bronc Riding is considered rodeo's classic event and evolved from the ranch work of breaking horses and training horses. The cowboy sits in a modified saddle called an association saddle, which is held in place with both a front and back cinch. The cowboy takes hold of just the right length of a thick braided rein called the buck rein attached to the horse's halter. When all is right, he nods his head. A successful ride is done by completing a full 8 seconds while striving for the best spurring action possible in perfect rhythm with the horse. A cowboy will receive no score if he fails to ride for 8 seconds, touches the animal with his free hand, fails to mark the horse out, loses or drops the rein, or by losing a stirrup.
Randy Jones, Eagle Point, Oregon, roan ranger from Beard Rodeo Company. The Beards raise some great bucking horses, and it just stays right in the bloodlines. It seems like you take the studs of the buck, the mares of the buck, you put them together, you get colts of the buck.
You sure do. And, you know, Randy, he was 60 points in the first round. He's hoping this horse here, which is a great horse we've seen buck before, can take him to the number one spot in the second go-round, hoping to move up in the average.
All right, there's a little great shot of a safety factor there. They had that horse kind of tied in a little bit. Not a whole ton of electricity, but I'll tell you what, he's using every bit of that horse that he can.
Yeah, that horse is just big, strong, and powerful, and Randy does a good job riding him. You know, I don't know that he's going to be in the 80s, but that was a great ride.
Take a look back if we can show it, and right as that horse comes out, you'll see the rope around the horse's neck. That is there to protect. It comes off right at the last second there. That's there to protect the rider. If that horse flips over in the chute with that saddle on his back, you can break a cowboy up into a million pieces. So we kind of tie them in just to make sure they're going to be all right.
Yeah, exactly. And right there in the replay, you could see that Randy's not moving his right foot as much as he'd like. You know, and the judges, they're going to dock you points for that. 76-point ride. Hopefully let him place in the go-around, maybe move up in the average.
Might have cost him a couple of them, but he's pretty happy with that, I'll bet you. 76. To get that out of that horse is just right. Here comes Blake West, Union, Oregon. No dice. Big Ben Flying 5 Rodeo Company. Sonny Riley, Donnie Hutzel, they've been doing it for lots and lots of years.
Yeah, and he was no score on the first go-around, so you know he's going to come out gunning, trying to win the round on this horse. You know, he has to beat 76 right now. He's going to try to be in the 80s, I have a feeling.
Kind of stalled there just for a second or two. This is a Wrangler National Finals rodeo horse. Look at the kick.
That horse is really bucking good. You know, he needs to turn his toes out a little bit more, and right there at the end he started to do it, and it'll be an interesting score, see what they're going to mark him.
Real consistent. Here's one of our college grads that, you know, lots of folks think maybe the rodeo cowboys aren't the sharpest tools in the shed. We've got tons and tons of them that come out of college and do a great job.
Oh, you can see they'll dock him right there for holding his right leg a little. And he's not really reaching up in the front with his left, you know. And sometimes these horses just don't allow you to.
Right.
And it makes it hard to ride. So he did a good job just covering that horse.
Coming in, it's going to be a 75-point ride. 75. A little disappointed. He is not scratching. He's undoing his shafts. Don't worry. Don't worry. The Gray boys. Ryan Gray, last year, Vegas in the bareback riding. Cale Gray, this is his brother, 20 years old. Major disaster. This is a double rank horse. I would not want him.
You know, 73 in the first round. If he can cover this horse and be in the high 70s or the 80s, he has a great chance here. It'll be interesting to see what happens.
All right, let's see what he does. Double-edged sword. Oop, kind of paper locked a little bit. Hold it. Shut the gate. Open the gate. Shut the gate. I don't know. What are we going to do here? Put a quarter in.
They're going to shut the gate, and they're going to try starting from scratch right here. You know, these cowboys, you know, the Gray boys, they're great cowboys. 3 brothers. They're all capable of riding anything.
The pucker factor has got to be huge.
Yes, definitely. Especially when they open that gate and you got to sit there waiting for that horse to explode.
You bet. Because he could flip over. Same deal right there again. He's untied. He's loose. Everything's loose. Hey, he's going to go now. Good. Oh, great horse. Great horse. Go on. You got it. You've got it. Hang in there. Look and... Oh, no, 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 no.
Oh, he sat on his foot there for a minute. He was making a great ride.
Oh.
You know what? It'll be interesting to see the watch. I don't think he made the ride.
Nope. There's the flag. No score. Oh, no. I'll tell you what, that was the start of a middle 80s, if I were to guess, kind of ride.
Yeah, you know, if they didn't miss him out at the gate, he was going to be a lot of points right there.
Let's think about how they score these horses and the cowboys. It's 1 to 25 each side for the horse and the cowboy. So let's say a judge said that was a 22-point horse. 22 from each judge. If you rode him the same as hard as the horse buck, that's an 88. Look, they're showing him the stopwatch. He didn't make the 8.
It was close, though.
That's a heartbreaker. Gary Alger, Pendleton, Oregon, classic Toddy from Big Bend Rodeo Company. This is a mare. She's been to our finals three times as well. Oh, Gary, good luck. We need to get 77 in order to take over number 1.
Yeah, Gary, you know, 76, scored a beat right now. Horse kind of runs at him right there, but now he's really jumping and kicking. Got his toes turned out, not moving his left leg as much as the judges would like. But a lot of times those horses take that turn right there, and the judges can't see it.
Right.
So they're going to have to score. They're both going to score the same side.
Yeah, but do you see the judge run?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he ran around that side so he could take a look at that left leg. Watch it in the replay. You'll see that judge run as hard as he can to get around there. Oh, the pickup man was right there. Okay,
yeah,
so
exactly.
he had to run to take a look at that left leg, and he might have seen it a little bit, maybe not. Might have cost him a couple of points. Scores rolling in. What are they going to do? Aha, 74. That's okay. He kind of got away with it there. That's a good deal.
Yeah, exactly. No, and that's one thing I learned when I judged. They said try to get over in position where you can see your side.
You bet.
But if you can't, you're just going to have to, you know, mark the side you can see.
You bet. Here's a great shot of Randy Jones, 76. He's in the lead now. Put on a great ride. We're going to be right back with more bronc riding in Redmond after this. McKenzie boys are in town from Jordan Valley. Sam McKenzie, 24 years young and a great colt. Bordello Blues from Big Bend Rodeo Company. This could be the matchup of the night right here. He split first in the first go-around. A couple of 78s with his brother Ryan. These kids are just consistent.
Yeah, they're great cowboys. You know, they're not afraid to go at any horse they draw. They're going to be up in the main trying to spur him out. Look how he holds his feet right there in that mark out. Like I said, that just helps set the ride up. Look how he's going at him with his feet. He's loosening up in his swells, but he's doing a great job staying in control of that horse. He's going to be a load of points right here.
Watching the amount of vertical that this horse gets every time he kicks is unbelievable. Again, that's from the breeding program. They've got one of the most extensive breeding programs in pro rodeo.
Yeah, right here, you know, look how he held his feet. See how I was saying earlier how it sets the ride up?
Yep.
And now look at him just going at that horse. You could see him getting loose with his swells right there.
Yep.
That just means he's going at him. If those judges see that, you know, they say, wow, this kid's really going at him. They're going to mark him some points.
Sometimes the best rides is when you can read the top line of that newspaper between his wranglers and the saddle.
That's it.
Scores rolling in. Hey, 81 goes to number 1. Nice ride, Sam.
That's going to go really good with the 78 right there.
You bet. He's gone to Pocatello a couple times, 160 on 2. Nothing wrong with that. Let's go to a veteran. Johnny Hammock from Redmond, Sundance Flying 5 Rodeo Company. I talked to him a little bit before about this horse. They said it's just rank. He's won the circuit finals here before. This is proof that the junior and the high school and the college ranks rodeo works. He's now making a splash in professional rodeo and has been for 10 years.
Yeah, exactly. You know, Johnny's a great guy. You couldn't ask for a better guy. He builds some of the most awesome log furniture. Look how he goes at this horse right here. That horse is throwing a fit right there and really out of line and not really giving Johnny a chance, and bucked him off right there.
There was Terry Carlin. He was only about 10 foot away judging, and he said, nope, pulled the flag, didn't quite make it. You know, he had to be 7 point something, but the rule book says 8.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and he was doing a good job just trying to stay in the middle of that horse. He blew a stirrup right there, and that cost him having a chance to go to Pocatello this year.
Oh, he is disappointed, and I can understand why. Sorry about that, Johnny. Better luck tomorrow. Jared McFarland from Pendleton, Oregon. Here's a second-generation cowboy, Dust Bowl Beard Rodeo Company. He was 76 in the first go. He's far from being out of the running, but his dad taught him a lot. He was a pickup man at our Wrangler National Finals Rodeo previously.
Yeah, exactly. You know that mare that the Knowles boys rode, Jared, I believe, started that mare in the Bulldog, and so that just goes to show you how good of a cowboy he is. Look how he's going at this horse right here. Horse is really long striding and bucking, and Jared's just trying to stay in front of him.
He's really keeping his upper body in good position, you know, from the waist up. He kept his chin tucked good, and his shoulders didn't hardly move from where they were at.
No, you can see he's kind of trying to reach up there with his feet, you know, and that just shows the judges who's in control right there. Look how that horse is kicking. You know, that's an awesome bucking horse. Really, really just, you know, just a horse there to ride and hopefully get a lot of points on.
Hey, get him on the ground. You okay? Got a little limp there,
Look
not
here,
bad.
79.
That'll make that limp feel a lot better.
Yes, it will.
Let's go back to the McKenzie family. We still have brother Ryan yet to go, and no day off. I've said that before today already, but back door from Beard Rodeo Company. Don't mess up. You just blink the wrong way, this horse will buck you off.
Yeah, you know, in 78 in the first round tying with his brother, he's going to try to go out there and, you know, I rodeo with my brother, and it's a rivalry. You should go out there and try to do the best. But, you know, they're going to be there rooting each other on and wishing the best for each other.
You bet. All right, we're looking for an 82.
Wow, this
Good.
horse is really buck. If he could stay on this horse, he's going to be a ton of points.
Yeah.
Whoa! That horse set him up right there on the fence. He was making an awesome ride, and, you know, that had to be close on the watch, too.
Had to be. It was perfect. You know, that horse, the closer he got to the fence, the more he just set up. He wasn't covering any ground. He was just sitting up and cracking.
Exactly, and then that horse came back to the left and just popped him right there.
Oh,
he
man.
He blew his swells out, and it's pretty hard to hang on without any swells.
Son of a gun. That's going to result in a no score. Look at him. Oh, I wanted that horse. I wanted that horse. That's what he's saying. Well, how about a victory lap? We'll keep it in the McKenzie family. There's Sam. Great ride with an 81. And when you look at this go-around, it was awesome. 79, 76, 75, 74. And guys, just keep doing what you're doing. We got another day left. Our leader, our winner, Sam McKenzie.
A classic ride for the classic event of rodeo. Sam had an outstanding ride. Your horse went out there and bucked, and you were spurring every single lick. It had to feel pretty good.
It felt pretty good. I guess it can always ride better, I guess, but it worked out, so take it, I guess.
Did the horse go out and buck the way you expected to?
Yeah, he's pretty close to what he usually does. You know, he's always good, so you kind of get nervous to do your own part on it. So he was good, though.
Good. Great pen here. All of the horses seem pretty consistent, and it was good enough to win the second round and keep right there in the average.
Yeah, shoot, there's a lot of guys that ride good, and just lucky if you stay on a good one and get lucky and win around, I guess.
Well, good luck to you. We hope you do well tomorrow and see you in Pocatello again in March. Back to you guys.
Total on two. If Sam McKenzie or Jared McFarland can ride one more horse, they're going to walk away the champ.
Yeah, definitely. And Randy Jones is in there if, you know, if something bad happens. Even Ryan McKenzie, there's rodeo, there's so many, you know, so many obstacles a guy has to overcome. If he can cover his third one and be a bunch of points, he has a great chance too.
Well, good luck to each and every one of them. You can take a look at the numbers and do the math. But coming up next, the only true team event, it's team roping. Welcome back to Redmond, Oregon, Columbia River Circuit Finals Rodeo and team roping time. Last night was blazing fast. Here they come.
Matt Funk, Brady Minor coming in a whole second ahead of the rest of the field at 5 flat. Then we have a 6-1, a 6-2, a 6-3, and 2 6-4s.
There's lots of rules in rodeo, but take a look at the team roping rules of the run.
Team roping is one of the fastest growing events in rodeo. Teams are made up of a header and a heeler. The header starts from the left box behind the barrier and is responsible for making a legal head catch, changing directions of the steer, and then turning his horse to face the heeler's horse after the heeler ropes the steer's hind legs. There are 3 legal head catches, around both horns referred to as a slick head catch, a half head, or around the neck. The heeler starts from the right box, usually doesn't have a barrier, and must rope the heels of the steer after the steer changes direction. Time starts when the barrier is released and stops when both team members have roped and face each other with a tight rope between them. 10 seconds will be added to the time if the barrier is broken. 5 seconds will be added if the heeler only ropes one hind leg. A no time score will be given if the head catch is illegal or if there's a crossfire, meaning the hind legs are roped before the steer has changed direction.
It's team roping time. Brett Hale and Will Schmidt. Brett, we saw him earlier. He's in the tie-down roping as well. He's shooting for the all-around championship. This is the event that looks so easy, yet there's so much to it. It's hard. You got to ride, you got to rope, and be able to handle it with the dally.
Yeah, exactly. You know, this is a tough event. Have a chance of getting hurt just like you do in any of them. You know, hurt a groin, fingers, hands. But right there, they stick it on that steer, and heeler comes around, ropes 2 feet.
Look at that. Boy, that is smooth as glass. 6.2 is how they're going to wind up. I just said it. It looks so easy.
Yeah, you know, it sure does. But, you know, these guys work hard at this event. Really try, you know, practice their timing, practice their rhythm. You know, it's hard to find a partner that you could just go win with.
You were talking about injuries. We've even seen some guys getting bucked off their good old saddle horse right in this event right here. You're trying so hard to be quick, be fast, and make everything right. It can happen to anybody.
Yes, it can.
Willie Hart, Brent Fallon, Yakima, Washington. They were pretty fast in go round number 1. 6.1. Do it again.
Yeah, they won second. They're coming around. Steer kind of goes to the left. Partner's moving him out of the way for his heeler. Has the track over him. Gets him caught 2 feet.
Man, this is like clockwork tonight. These guys are ready. They're rolling. When the air is just right and you break the ice with the first team and they're quick, I'm sure it's the same in the steer wrestling. It just seems like it pumps up the energy for everyone in the whole field.
Yeah, exactly. But right here, you see how the header's getting into that fence and can't really pull that steer much further.
Right.
The heeler had to take that shot or they would have been in a bind. They come in with a 7.6.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. All right, 6-2 in the lead. Let's go to both National Finals Rodeo qualifiers from Wrangler, Richard E. Gurin, Jordan Valley, and Bucky Campbell of Benton City, Washington.
Yeah, this is a great team. 6-4 on their first one. They're one spot out of place, and they end up winning 5th. But, you know, Richard, he ropes so well in situations like this. Look, he takes 2 swings, gets that steer around the horn. Oh, Bucky's horse got a little short right there. Set up on him. Bucky has to come around and take a second shot at him. Ropes him straight up, but I believe they're going to be 10 flat.
Son of a gun, that was a heartbreaker. They could have been 5 flat.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and Bucky was smart. If he would have took that shot right here, you could watch. Horse comes around the corner, really sets up. If Bucky would have took that shot, actually, I think he dropped his spoke is what happened on his rope. That's exactly what happened.
I'll be darned.
You know, he just dropped his spoke, and if he would have took that shot, he might have missed.
Still picked up 2 hind legs. That's roping.
Yeah, exactly. You know, they just safetied up and made a good run. That was a smart move by Bucky.
Good deal. Boy, you know, you think it looks easy. Go home and grab a rope and just stand out in the yard and give it a try. Jake Stanley, Hermiston, a youngster, Shane Crosley. You'll see his wife a little bit later on in the barrel racing. 2 shots at the money when you got your wife on a barrel horse.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and they were a little long on their first one. They were 16-7. They're going to come and try to win a go-around and see how it works out for them.
This is a world-class header right here. Jake is very smooth. He rides great horses. Nice head loop.
You know, and Jake had a great year last year. You know, 18th in the world standings. I believe he won Houston. So that just goes to show you how good of a cowboy and how good of a header he really is.
A lot of times we'll talk about those big winter rodeos, but what they do is they catapult you, kind of springboard you toward the spring and the summer run. If you can go to Denver, Houston, San Antonio, Austin, San Angelo, and win 20, 30,000 before the summer gets kicked off, you're feeling good, you're ready to roll.
Yeah, it makes the year go off so much easier.
National finalist Jason Stewart, brother Ryan Stewart, Royal City, Washington. Jason is a world-class team roper. I mean, you put him up anywhere, anytime against anybody, he can be calm and cool under the pressure and pull it off.
Yeah, you know, Jason, not only a great team roper, I've seen him trip steers, I've seen him steer wrestle, rope calves. He can do it all. He's a cowboy. You know, he does a great job at anything he does. Ryan came around and, I thought he had him roped by 2 feet, but he ends up slipping a leg right there.
That would have been a 6-4. You got to tack on 5 seconds for only 1 hind leg. That's just part of the old rules. And up in this country, up in the Northwest, you'll see Jason Stewart teamed up with Mike Beers a lot of times. They're great friends. They travel a lot together. They practice a lot together. And it makes a difference. If you know what your partner's thinking, it's got to help.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
I'll tell you what, here's a great look at Jake Stanley and Shane Crosley. They're in the lead right now with a 5.7. We'll be back with more Team Open. Welcome back to Redmond, Oregon. It's Team Roping. Matt Funk, Brady Miner. Between the two of them, they've been here 10 times. Fast, 5 flat first round.
Yeah, you know, that's a great run coming into the circuit finals for your first one. They're just going to go try and do that again, you know. Be as fast as you can on 3 head and hopefully get a chance to go to Pocatello.
You know, that's a great split screen shot there. It shows them both. Their both concentration is immense. They've got to be on the same page when they nod their head.
Exactly. And look how Matt gets separation between him and that steer. And it really lets you handle that steer well. And, you know, Brady comes around the corner, 2 hops, and hammers him. All right, right there, 2 feet straight across, 6 and 6.
Smooth and easy, no problem. Let's talk about handling them. Josh Bruce, Jordan Valley, Patrick Woodcock, Anthony Idaho. If it's too short or too long, either way, you're just not going to be able to handle them as good.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's just getting that steer to hop out of the hole really nice, and Matt did a good job right there. Look at there, that header really got it on that steer and handled him good. Came around, faced up. You know, he might have broke the barrier right there.
Uh-oh.
And I believe he did. He's going to be 16 and 4.
Watch the hind legs of the steer right here.
See how close together they are? Exactly. That was a great handle.
Yeah.
You know, it's when those legs start getting real spread apart, real far out there. You know, it's hard for that heeler to get a loop down there to rope 2 feet. That was a great handle by the header.
Outside of the barrier, they'd have been okay. Well, Brandon Beers and Mike Beers. Here's a great success story. World champion dad Mike Beers to the national finals 20 times. His son, the next generation, he's so hot he filled his permit in pro rodeo in the first rodeo he went to.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and he was roping with Mike. Brandon has a great teacher, Mike. You know, and
What?
Mike might have roped him a little too quick, yeah, and they're flagging him out. They say that's a crossfire.
Uh-oh.
That steer has to change directions and take one hop. Right here, you'll be able to see it. Steer just barely starting to turn. And see how that steer's still turning when Mike releases rope?
Yeah.
That was a great shot of it right there. You know, they're going to flag him out for a crossfire. You know, and Mike knows better than that, but I don't know what they were thinking trying to get by with it.
Well, you know, it might have been just one of those blink of an eye deals. He tried to get it in there and hoping he'd be done changing directions by the time the loop got there, but it didn't work.
You know, and the header could really help the heeler out. If Brandon would have really pulled that steer out of that hole right there, it would have made a difference.
Well, there you go. It's going to be a 5.7 second run. There's your champs, Jake Stanley, Shane Crosley. Great roping, guys. What a round.
Yeah, definitely. Brent Hale and Will Smith, 6'2", and then we drop down 6'6", 7'6", and 10 flat.
Let's say hello to the winners.
The team roping event is the only event in the PRCA that deals with 2 contestants, but tonight, Jake is standing here alone because his team roping partner Shane said he was too old to come and talk, so he left it all to you. Tell us about your run. You had a great run. You were going for the day money though today.
Yeah, we had a great steer and we're just lucky enough to catch him fast, and some other teams had some hard luck and it worked in our favor.
Tell me, do you get nervous going out there? This is your 4th year competing in the PRCA, 2nd year here. Do you have those nerves, butterflies?
I've never really had that many butterflies, and I think that's why I've been successful up to now. It's easy. I'm doing what I love, and it's fun. So there's no reason to be nervous.
Well, that's great. A great spokesperson also. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Back to you.
Total on 2, there's only about 10 or 11 seconds, splitting them all the way down to 6th.
Yeah, exactly. You know, Matt Funk, Brady Miner coming in roping really well. They're 11 and 6. Then you drop down Jake Stanley, Shane Crosley in 6th place with 22-4. You know, broken barrier, anything can happen in the team roping.
It's anybody's game. There's lots of room for improvement, and hold on to the top spot. Let's see what's going to happen. How about the ladies? They're setting them up. What's rodeo without pretty girls and fast horses? Barrel racing coming up next. Welcome back to the PRCA Dodge Columbia River Pro Rodeo Circuit Finals here at the Hooker Creek Event Center. The barrel racing was great last night.
Yeah, Pamela Capper, 1588, but Christy Hearn, 6th place right now, just 0.2 of a second behind her, so it's going to be a great, interesting run tonight.
They're awfully close. Friends, you got to follow the rules. How about we say hello to the rules of the run for the ladies?
Barrel racing is the only women's event in a PRCA-sanctioned rodeo. It's a timed event. The cowgirl must complete a cloverleaf pattern around 3 barrels at top speed without knocking any of the barrels over. The barrel pattern size is decided by the rodeo and the cowgirls and varies from one rodeo to the next. The cowgirls choose which near barrel to circle first, usually determined by which way her horse makes the best turns. Time starts as the horse crosses the electric eye beam at the start line and ends as the horse comes back across the start line. 5 seconds is added for each barrel knocked over, and a rider is allowed to touch a barrel to keep it from falling over. A no time can result if a cowgirl breaks the cloverleaf pattern.
Maureen Crosley, Hermiston, Oregon. In the first go, a little long. She needs to make up a little time right now.
Yeah, she get around that. Oh, she hit that first barrel on the way out of it right there. Man, she was making a good turn. Great turn around the second barrel, whipping her way to the third. Got around it clean. You know, that was going to be a great run if she didn't bump that first barrel.
Boy, that is the biggest problem for the ladies. Knock 1 barrel down, it's a 5-second penalty. Knock 2 down, it's 10. Get all 3, you get a free hot dog. No, that's not true. but it'd be cool if it was.
Wow, she'd have been a 15:07, the fastest time in the rodeo.
Wow.
Plus 5 makes her 20:07.
You know, sometimes it's the jockey, sometimes it's the horse. This little girl will weigh in at about $1.05, soaking wet with her boots on. Rides great horses. I like her. Cindy Woods is very, very talented. 16:23 in the first round, making a good run.
Yeah, I had a great first barrel coming around the second. Kind of got a little wide, looked like, on the way out of the second right there. Oh, bad luck on the third. Her horse really run way around it. That's going to cost her quite a bit of time, and, you know, it's not really going to help her in the aggregate.
This is not like Cindy at all. Consistency is the key word. I don't care what event you're in. And she's just one of the most consistent riders that we've got. Her horses always work good. She's a real cowgirl. You got to ride them with your head, your hands, your feet, and your hiney. If any of it's out of the whack, you're going to lose. Christy Hearn, former Resistol Rookie of the Year here in the circuit. Long, tall, good looking, and she can ride.
Yeah, she had a great run of 16:13 in the first go-around. She's really getting around these barrels good. If she can get around this third one, she might be able to better her time from last night.
Go, 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 go. Push it, push it, push it.
Yeah, she's whipping. She's going to do good. Look here, 16:07. Bettered her
work.
time. That's going to help her out in that average.
That is going to work. You know, these electronic eyes that we use, it's the same kind of eyes that they use in the National Hot Rod Association. We could time them down to within 1/1000th of a second. We don't, because when we split them by the hundredths, that's close enough. Usually works pretty well. Sabrina Lay, 21 years old, Omak, Washington. She's been to our Pace Pecani Series events. She's qualified for the finales. She could win anywhere.
Yeah, you know, she almost made the national finals coming up here in December. She really rides a horse well and has good horses. Had a little trouble around that first barrel, getting around the second one really good, whipping her way to the third. If she can come back and do like she did in the first round, she's going to have a chance at that aggregate too.
Go, 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 go. Cross the line, slam on the brakes, get slowed up a little bit. You know, she was one of the few that turned in a run under 16 seconds in the first round. This one's just a hair over 16:02, 16 2/100ths.
Yeah, but I don't think that's really going to affect her much. She's still going to have a great chance at that aggregate.
You bet. That's all that counts. Kelly Curran. Watch out for this girl. She'll sneak up on you. She had a little trouble in the first round, but if she can smooth it out, she could win it.
Yeah, you know, she really does well. She was long, hit a barrel in the first round. Coming around, she has a chance tonight. She has to beat a 16:02. Got around the first two barrels good.
Good.
On her way home, whipping, kicking. She's going to do it, I think. Look here, 15:93. She's going to go to the lead in the go-round.
Hey, old Stretch. He stretched out on that one. That's what she calls him. Boy, don't bite. You know, you're allowed to reach down and touch those barrels.
Yeah, you could. If you think you're going to knock them over, you could bend over and help them up, just as long as you don't fall off your horse.
Yeah, don't fall off. Don't knock it over. Here's Tracy Kenyon, our in-house announcer, Steve Kenyon. This is his wife. They travel a lot together. When he's announcing, she's running the barrels.
You know, she did a good job getting around that first. Kind of wide, though. You know, I don't know where her horse was headed, but, you know, had a little trouble after that first barrel. Getting around the third good. She's on her way home.
15:91 in the first round. That didn't look as quick, and it's not. It's a 17:33. To show you the try, the heart, the tenacity that rodeo people have. You know, they suffered a house fire, I think it's been a couple of years ago, and lost absolutely everything. A heater went haywire, and they lost everything. And the rodeo world kind of pulled together and helped them out a little bit, but they've just got a lot of heart, a lot of try. She'll go on and be a winner. Debbie Stahl, Pendleton, Oregon. 16-11 in the first round. Let's trim about 2/10 off of that. Come on.
Yeah, she has a great chance, you know. Got around that first barrel good, getting around the second, whipping to the third. You know, if she could improve her time a little bit, it'll help her out in the aggregate too. You know, 16-11 in the first go-round, put her in 5th place. She could do better tonight.
It's all about the turns and how well you ride.
Look here, 16:01.
Looks good. Nothing wrong with that.
Nope, that was a great run.
You can have a horse that's a bullet, but if you don't turn the barrels correctly, it's kind of like the Hui timer. You know, the money's made right there.
Yeah, exactly. You know, your horse, like you said, your horse could run fast, but if you don't turn the barrels, you're not going to do very well.
Kelly Kern's number 1 with a 15:93. Here comes Jackie Jackson, Monroe, Washington. Horse Babs, 16 years old. Look at the shape this horse is in. He looks beautiful.
Yeah, he does. You know, she had a little bad luck at 21.25 in the first round. Coming around the third barrel. Oh, tipped it over.
Man.
She tried to help it up right there and, you know, had a little bit of bad luck.
Golly, those penalties are going to kill you. 26 and 13 when you tack them on there. Oh, yep, got her with her leg right there, it looked like. You know, she's won St. Paul before over the 4th of July. She tried to hold that one up, and it just didn't work. Just a tough day at the office. Don't worry. Get over it. We'll come back and do it again. Oak Harbor, Washington, right on the water. Barb West. Now, her first trip to Pocatello, she enjoyed it. She wants to go again.
Yeah, you know, she was 16:22 on her first one. Got a little wide on the way into that first barrel there. Hopefully she can make up some time. Great second barrel. Really got around that barrel really well. Coming around the third. Good turn around the third barrel on her way home.
You know what made that second barrel special?
What's
her
that?
feet, moving her feet, cueing that horse. She's going to turn in 16:59.
Well, look at them pants.
But I know it, they're cool. She should get the best dressed award. Watch the second barrel. You're right, a little wide there. But see her when she's moving her outside foot, trying to push that horse back in. That's how they cue them and trying to get them lined back out and stay tight in those turns. Here's Kelly Curran. She's the champ. All smiles. It's a big check. What a round. Here comes your leaderboard.
Yeah, definitely. You know, there's 3 girls under 16:10. You know, the top 4, it's going to be a tight race.
Here comes your leader, your winner, Kelly Curran.
Kelly is all sparkles and all smiles tonight. She had a great run with her horse Stretch, and this is a horse that you've actually raised as a baby. He's 7 years old and did a great job there tonight.
Thank you very much. I had his stallion, which is Captain Vegas, and I raised all my colts, and so it's really special that I did really well on him tonight. And I won the circuit on my stud like in like 90, 91, so it's so nice to still be going since he's like 25 years this coming year. So,
what do you think is one of the main or most important keys to having a great barrel racing run?
Having all your slow work done and having all the training done so that when you get with the pressures on, that you can just sit there and let them work.
Well, both you and your horse held well up to the pressure tonight. Had a great run. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Welcome. Back to you guys.
Total on 2. It's the youngster Sabrina Lay with the success story.
Yeah, she's 31.94. Debbie Stahl right behind her, 32.12. And then Christy Hearn, you know, having a great rodeo, 32.20. But the top 6 is going to be a close race.
It's close right now, only a couple of seconds between them all. Good luck to the ladies tomorrow for the final round. And right now, time to get a little nervous. Bull riding's coming up after this. Welcome back. It's bull riding time here at the Columbia River Circuit. Great cowboys and great bulls. Here's the leaderboard from last night.
Yeah, Cole Harvey, 86 points. Marcus Michaelis, 81. Kyle Jocelyn, 81. Then we got 78, 75, and a 71.
There's a couple of things you need to remember. It's the rules of the ride. Take a look.
Bull riding is the most notable of all the events in rodeo. Bull riding requires balance, coordination, quick reflexes, and courage. The cowboy rides the bull with no more than a bull rope and one hand. The bull rope has a heavy cowbell attached to it. It's placed around the bull and positioned according to the cowboy's preference and riding style. He then holds onto the rope with his gloved hand. The glove has rosin on it for a better hold. The cowboy takes the rope and wraps it around his hand. The type of wrap and the tightness of the rope varies from cowboy to cowboy. When the cowboy has the right rope tightness, the right wrap, and has summoned his courage, he nods his head to start the ride. A successful ride happens when the cowboy has completed an 8-second ride. A bull rider will receive a no score if he gets bucked off before 8 seconds, if he touches the bull with his free hand, if he intentionally leaves the chute with his spurs hooked in the bull rope, or if he doesn't have a bell on the rope. When the rider comes off, either at the end of the ride or by being bucked off, the weight of the bell will cause the rope to fall off the bull.
The Michaelis boys are here from Caldwell, Idaho. Marcus Michaelis is first. Keller's Special, Big Bend Rodeo. This is a great bull. He was voted the second best bull at our Wrangler National Finals Rodeo. Great draw.
Yeah, definitely. You know, he is 81 in the first round. He gets this bull covered. He has a great chance at the average title. You know, the defending champion of the circuit, he's going to try to come back and do it again.
Yep. Pressure's nothing. He's been here several times.
Wow, that bull just exploded into the air, turned back to the right. And he's holding his shoulder like he might have heard it right there.
Look at that.
That's a great bull. Look how much power that bull had right there.
That's the kind of bull that can buck off anybody in the top 50 in the world.
Exactly, you know, and that's what they like to bring to the rodeos.
They like to draw them, but you got to ride them. Colby Riley, Stratford, Washington. Hi, Jinx from Big Bend. You know, they breed so many of their own bulls, but this one came from Canada. He just stuck out. They said, hey, we need to try him, and he's been great. They scored in round 1.
Well, you can see why he stuck out. Look how that bull came back spinning. You know, he's throwing his head and then started to really kick right there. A little bit hooky, but Rowdy Berry got a little hooked right there. He's wondering what the heck happened.
That's a bullfighter. He's been doing it for 20 years. You don't see that very often.
That's why they bought that bull. He's tricky to ride and gets the cowboys thrown off, and that's how they make their money.
Boy, just about got him whipped down and got a horn in his mouth there, but thank goodness he's going to walk away from that deal. Here comes the riding Hawaiian. I bet he weighs about 120 pounds. Skinny guy, family guy, and a son of Bo, a bull called Bo's Metal Jacket. Bodacious, one of the most famous bulls in history. They finally retired him for hurting too many cowboys.
Yeah, exactly. That's one reason they bred back to him. They want to get the same type of buck out of these bulls. You could look at this bull. He looks like a twin of Bodacious. A great bull. And Myron, he's rode a lot of ranked bulls before, so this will be interesting to see what happens.
Well, as the director of the bulls in Pro Rodeo, he knows them all. What's the deal here?
This bull's really not having the day we expected, Wayne.
What's he doing?
He's just not having the day, and Myron, he knows it. He's just going to try staying on. I'll guarantee they're going to offer him a re-ride. Whether or not he's going to take it right now, I don't know.
Something is weird there. That is out of the ordinary. Sonny Riley and Donnie Hutzel, they know bulls like they know the back of their hand. And just something's haywire. I don't know what it is. Let's see what the judges do. Yep, they're signaling. He gets the option of a re-ride. That bull just got up on the wrong side of the bed, or else he's feeling bad. Something's not right.
Yeah, he just like everybody. Sometimes they don't have the day they expect.
Now, here's something to think about. If you're a bull rider, okay? Yeah, he's got an option, but he's also got a score, howbeit small. You've got to think about the average.
Yeah, exactly. If he got on a re-ride and came back with 80 points and got bucked off his third one, he'd still have a great chance of winning the average.
What's he going to do?
I believe he's going to take it.
41 points. Not much of a score, but if he keeps it, it'll keep him in the average.
Yeah, exactly. All he has to do is come back and cover his third one, and if everybody else bucks off, 2, he's going to have a great chance.
Proven bloodline. Bodacious. Here's another one. Son of Bo, Ready Bo. Kyle Joslin from Colwood. There's 2 brothers, the Joslin boys. He was cocked off as soon as they opened the gate.
Yeah, that was a great bull. Doesn't look as much as Bodacious, but still a great bull. Really hard back there to the right and sets him up and drives him into the ground.
Golly. When they set you up like that and turn back, once you're out of position, you're gone. There's just nothing you can do about it.
They're just so big and strong and, powerful. It's hard to get back in position.
Spotted Jacket from Flying 5. He's standing still and doing good for Cole Harvey from Hermiston, Oregon. Here's the winner from the first round, 86 points. He's got to be on cloud 9 right now.
Oh, definitely. This is his first time to the Columbia River Circuit Finals. Look at this bull turning back there to the right. He's doing a good job. Oh, that bull gets him whipped down right there and, bucks him off.
Holy cow. That was like coming off there like a helicopter. There's a lot of G's when they get you flung out and strung out like that.
Boy, this is a great pen of bulls. I mean, every bull we've seen except Myron's has really cranked it up and really bucked hard, and it's fun to watch a bull riding like this.
Ooh, I hope he didn't get hit in the face. He's got that helmet on, and I think that might have been the best decision of his whole month right there.
Yeah, that mask sure could have saved his life.
I'm afraid it did. Well, it's not over till it's over, friends, and we've got a lot more yet to come. Want to get on one? How about it? Give it a try. More bull riding coming up. Welcome back. It's Cowboy Energy time. Not just energy for the Cowboys, but that's the bull's name. Corey and Horst. Bull riding. Jimmy Crosby, Cheney, Washington. Here's a national finalist bull. The stock contractor called this bull exotic. Let's see what he does.
Yeah, exactly. Jimmy's probably pretty excited. It's his first time to the Columbia River Circuit Finals. So, there's a lot going through his mind just being his first finals. Hopefully he gets him covered and gets a lot of points. Look at that. Bull's really throwing his front end around. A lot of moves. Jimmy's doing a great job. Oh, and gets bucked off there. I bet he had to be 6-7 seconds into that ride and was doing a great job covering that bull until then.
Watch him sling his head. That's got to be nearly impossible to have any idea which way he's going. You just have to feel it, I guess.
I guess so. They tell me you're supposed to look at the front shoulders, the shoulder blades, to tell you which way the bull's going.
Right.
But it's hard to concentrate when you got them big horns flinging in front of your face.
Hard to look at shoulder blades when your eyes are closed. That's what I'd be doing. Tough game right here. Joe Melling from Pendleton's next to go. Stoney from Corey and Horst. I think in this pen of bulls, this might be the one I'd want. He's just consistent. He just bucks every time. I'd call him a Cowboys bull.
Yeah, exactly. And Joe, also his first time at the Columbia River Circuit Finals.
Right.
But, he's been to college rodeos. Now he's at UNLV rodeoing full time. So he knows about rodeo. He knows about finals. Look here, that bull's really lunging out there to the right.
Yeah.
then really hops and skips back to the right, and Joe's doing a great job.
Go on. Did he make it?
Yeah.
Oh, I got smacked.
I believe he made it.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
That was a tough bull to ride. No, Joe did a great job sitting up and riding that bull.
Nicely done. Look at the moves. Look at the moves. Oh, I couldn't help myself, man. I was getting excited. You ride this caliber of bull in this pen of bulls, you got a shot to win all the marbles.
Yeah, exactly. That bull bucked as good as any of the other bulls we've seen.
You bet.
Maybe not turning back as much, but hard to ride.
Ooh.
And for a 20-year-old to make a bull ride like that, look here, 81 points.
81. When I was laying down there on his back, I'd be thinking I should have done something else for a living.
Yeah.
But not right now. He's happy. 81. Here comes Ned Cross, Roosevelt, Washington, North Star. Corey and Horst, again, here's a young bull. He's only 4 years old, but they started putting him in a lot of the short rounds, and he may be doing it.
Yeah, exactly. And this kid's a bull rider. Look how he's getting around. Oh, that bull. And then stepped on him. Bucked him down there and stepped on him. He's hurt right there. They're going to have to check him out, make sure he's all right.
Add a little insult to injury there. That vest will take away 75 to 80% of the impact from a hoof or a horn, but it doesn't keep the air in your lungs when about 1,000 pounds squishes you right in the ribs.
Yeah, exactly. And right there you could see that bull's getting him tipped away from his hand. He needed to into his hand. He needed to work his free arm a little bit more and set himself back into the center of that bull, and it just didn't happen.
These animals, they don't want to step on you. When they do, it's an accident. They don't want to step on anything that's not solid footing. The Justin Boot Company and the Justin Sports Medicine team are here, thank goodness. Let's go to Mason Michaelis, 24 years young, Caldwell, Idaho. Firebird, Big Bend, rank. According to them, this is the next superstar bull.
78 in the first round. Wow, look at that. I can see why that's the next superstar.
Yeah.
That bull is awesome. Look how high he jumped and kicked with his back end.
Almost kicked our cameraman right in the old camera there. Wow.
It's hard to find bulls that buck like that, and that bull was amazing. Not only did he have the height and kick, he had the power to go with it and the speed.
When they jumped that high and then kicked that hard, that's what got the whip that brought him down.
That was amazing bucking bull.
Zeb Lanham, Sweet Idaho, 7 Hearts, Corey and Horse, 3rd place bull of the year.
Zeb's been riding so good. He's going to make his first trip to the Wrangler National Finals. I believe he might have slapped that bull coming out of the chute, though.
Even if he hadn't, what a dirty trick. That old bull kind of had a little stutter step there to him. I don't know how easy that bull is to ride.
No, exactly. He did slap that bull, and that's where they disqualified him, and then he got bucked off, so it wouldn't have mattered if he rode him or not.
That's a no score, and I hate to see it. Zeb Lanham is such a consistent competitor. There's your winner, Joe Melling. Go ahead, smile, Joe. Won't hurt a thing. There, he's waving the hat a little bit. That's about as wild as he gets right there. Here's your leaderboard.
We had a ranked pen of bulls tonight. Only 2 rides. 81, Joe Melling, Myron DeWard at 41.
We got Joe standing by. Let's say hello to him. Angie?
Into tonight's performances, it was going to be a tough pen of bulls, and that proved to be so. Joe, you were one of only 2 cowboys that really rode their bull tonight, and you came out and had an outstanding ride. Did that bull do what you expected coming out of the chutes?
Well, he doesn't have a real set trip. I knew he was going to be real long, kind of heavy, be a little droppy, and really want to tug on a guy's arm a bit. I was happy with it. He wasn't the funnest bull to ride, but obviously one you can win money on.
It looked great. The crowd obviously loved it. What's going through your mind? What makes you want to get on a bull and ride?
Too lazy to work. It's a pretty good living for 8 seconds a day.
That's very true. Changing aspects again also, I noticed you were one of only a few cowboys that rode with a helmet. Why do you choose to ride with a helmet?
When I started riding when I was 7, my dad made me wear it until I was 18, and then took it off for a year, and then seen one of my buddies get in a real bad accident, and kind of got to thinking about it, and it's not that tough to wear it. My ego's not too big to prolong my career a little bit,
Well, good. You did well tonight, looking good for your career, and look at that. He's listening to his dad as well, so congratulations.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Total on 2. It's kind of strange, but Myron's gambling here. He's going to keep the 41, 112 on 2 head, the only guy.
Yeah, exactly. And he took a chance. Cole Arby right behind him, 86. If something happens bad to Myron in the other round, it could be interesting.
You never know. Still lots of room for improvement, and tomorrow afternoon we're going to find out if it was the right decision or not. What a great rodeo, friends. On behalf of Luke Branquino, Angie Burton, and everyone at the Horse TV channel, this is Wayne Brooks saying thanks for being with us. See you next time.